Okay, welcome back. Today is day 2 of the hardest SAT questions, at least according to what I found on the web. It's a relatively straightforward one today. It's a little bit easier than it looked, but either way, pause the video, have a go. I'll be back in a minute. All right, so how did we do? I think this one falls out fairly easily as long as you approach it in the right way. So first of all, it seems to give me two simultaneous equations, which in itself is a strange one because typically two simultaneous linear equations will cross at only one point. It would seem to contradict the question for any real number r. In other words, r would generate an infinite set of points to also have one set of points of intersection. So let's actually just have a look at these equations a little bit further. So it gives me two equations. As ever, when we have a simultaneous equation, I'm going to multiply the top one by 5. So that's going to give me 35x minus 45y equals 195. They're actually the same equations. These two equations are completely consistent. In other words, it's the same line on top of each other. So the question becomes a slightly different question. The question is basically saying, out of A, B, C, and D, the options I've got, which of those options always lie on the line that I'm given? Again, the line is the same line, just expressed in two different ways. So what I really want to do is take my x value, put it into my equation. Again, either equation will do, and my y value should fall out. Now, the way I'm going to approach this is I'm going to rewrite my x value slightly. So I'm going to look at equation 1, rearrange that, and that's going to tell me that y is equal to 7x minus 39 divided by 9. So that will always give me y in terms of x. And what I need to do now is basically go through all the x values it gives me in A, B, C, D, and then see if the correct y value falls out. So let's start with A. Let's let x equal 3r and put it into my y equation. So if I do that, well, 7 times 3r is 21r minus 39 divided by 9. Simplify that down, that gives me 7r minus 13, which is the thing I'd expect to get. So actually, without doing any more maths at all, I think the answer is probably going to be A. So I'm quite happy with that one. Now, just to sort of prove the point, I can actually go a stage further. In an exam, like I say, I will just choose A here. I think A is the right answer. I'm happy with it. But just to demonstrate what I mean, so let's take D. If I put the x value of D, which is r over 5 plus 39, into my y equation, well, something comes out, but it's not the something that I need. It's not the something I expect. So it is definitely not the case that the coordinate D would fit onto my line, and therefore it can't be a solution. So again, another really nicely worded question to check your understanding of how the equations work and what constitutes a coordinate on a line that you're given. As ever, do like and subscribe. Any comments below, gratefully appreciated. I will see you for tomorrow's question.